Hello everyone and welcome to iDPS. iDPS means I diagnose and proffer solutions. My name is Olumayowa Victor Ogushola and today I have something very interesting for everybody. Are you a student? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you working in any organization anywhere in the world? We all set objectives. We all have goals. We all have plans. But the question is, do you have smart plans? Do you have smart objectives? Are your goals smart? So today I'm going to be telling us on how to set smart plans and objectives. I will be using two examples, that for a student and an example of in the business world. So follow me as we talk about setting smart objectives. Thank you. So when we talk about the acronym SMART, as you can see on the smart board itself, the acronym SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And therefore you have the word itself, SMART, setting smart objectives. When you have your R here, relevant, sometimes some people call that realistic. So instead of relevant, we have specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, or time bound. When I explain, I would explain being relevant or being realistic. So let's talk about a student setting smart objectives. First element, S, would be specific. What do I want to accomplish? If you're a student, then what do I want to study? It's not good enough to say I want to go to university to get a degree. What do you want to study? Do you want to study management, or do you want to study sciences, or do you want to study social sciences, or do you want to study languages? It's not good enough to say you want to study languages. Do you want to get a degree in French language, in German language, or in English language? It's not good enough to say you want to study management. Do you want to get a degree in international business, or in finance and accounting, or perhaps in business and administration? So it has to be specific. What do I want to accomplish? You have to keep asking the question and question till you get that very specific answer. So a specific answer for a student who wants to get a degree would be, I want to study business administration. I want to study a bachelor's in business administration from the University of Portsmouth. So we know the university that you want to study from. We know that that university is from the United Kingdom, and we know the actual degree that you want to study. So that's being specific. You don't say, I want to study a degree in the United Kingdom. What university, what course? That's the element being specific. Measurable. How will you know when it is accomplished? So you have to measure that plan of yours. The next admission at University of Portsmouth starts in February 2020. Okay, how many months' time? Can I still apply? Is the application open? If the application is open, do I have the right qualifications? If I don't have the right qualifications, is there still time for me to quickly do perhaps my IELTS exam, or to do that right exam and then proceed to still apply for my admission? That's how you are measuring. Okay, if I have actually applied for my admission, when will they get back to me? That's being measurable. How will I know when it is accomplished? Then we talk about the third element of your SMART, achievable. How can the goal be accomplished? So if you say to yourself, you want to study business administration, like I said earlier, at the University of Portsmouth, then you begin to ask yourself, is this achievable? Am I from the UK, so I don't need a visa? Am I from the European Union zone, so I don't need a visa? Or maybe I'm not from the UK and I'm not from the EU zone. Maybe I'm from Africa. Am I qualified to get a visa? Do I have all the requirements to get a student visa to study in England? Do I have the right results to get me that admission? So you have to check that goal of mine or of yours, wanting to study that degree course at the University of Portsmouth. Is it achievable? You have to be truthful to yourself. Okay, relevant or realistic, like I said earlier on. Does this seem worthwhile? If I get that degree from the University of Portsmouth, will it get me the right job? Will it get me the right job? Will that right job give me the desired salary that I want to start earning? You have to ask yourself those kind of questions. Being realistic, you have to ask yourself, can I really cope on the 4 years duration of that degree? Do I have what it takes to study that degree? You have to check that, and that's being realistic with yourself. And time bound, when can I accomplish this goal? Like I said, you have to put a time to it. Oh, the next admission is February 2020. It only takes 3 weeks to apply. I can do it now. Oh, I don't have the right certifications. I need to do my IELTS. That takes 2 months, and then the admission is closing in December, so I still got time, and then I can still apply. So you have to put a time to it. It's not good enough to have a goal. You have to put a time to it. Okay, in 2 months time I will do that IELTS, so that in 3 months time I can apply, because the IELTS result will be out, so that in 4 months time I can get my admission, so that in 6 months time I can already start my degree program. You have to put a time to it. Okay, so that's the example of setting a SMART objective using from a student's perspective. Let's look at setting a SMART objective from the perspective of business organization. Okay, in business, setting SMART objectives, we have to be specific again. We have to define expectations. Are we in this for profit, or are we in this to contribute our quota to making the society better? You have to define it specifically. Are we doing this for profit, or are we doing this because we are giving back to the society? Specific, okay? Avoid generalities and use verbs to start the sentence. So being specific is also there is an action. Okay, there is an action. Be specific. Okay, measurable. So example of that one could be, for example, to make the community a better place to live in. Okay, to make. So we are in business to make the community a better place to live in, or we are in business to provide quality products and services. Okay, actionize it. Okay, measurable. Okay, we have to, what are we going to measure in business? Is it the right quality? Remember, if it's not quality, customers are not patronizing you. So is it the right level of quality? You have to check that. Is it the right quantity? Is it the right timeline? Okay, if customers want something delivered in 7 days and you are delivering in 9 days, I'm sorry, you are out of business. Okay, is it the right cost? Okay, so these are things that you can measure in business. You can measure quality by asking customers how satisfied they are. You can measure quantity by looking at your inventory. You can measure timeline. Are we delivering on time through customer feedback? And you can measure the cost involved as well. Achievable in business, achievable would be do not assign too many goals, even though each one is within reason. Okay, so make sure that any business plan is something that we can actually do. Okay, if we are not able to serve 1,000 customers in a day, please let's not make a plan of wanting to serve 1,000 customers in a day. So make sure that whatever plan it is, whatever the objective is, it has to be achievable. Yes, it's good to challenge ourselves, but challenge with reason and make sure that the plans are achievable. Relevant, okay? Link the goal to higher business units goals, okay? Ensure the employee understands the real. So, for example, it could be that the goal here is the marketing department setting a goal, and they are trying to set a SMART goal, but the marketing department has to make sure that this SMART goal that they are setting is in line with the overall goals and objectives of the organization. So there must be no contradiction between the goals of the marketing department and the overall goals of the organization itself. And lastly, again, time bound. Okay, it says here date or elapsed time to complete the goal. You have to put a goal. It's like project. In a project, you have a start time, you have an end time. So that goal or that plan of yours must have a start time and an end time. And besides the start time and end time, we must check along the way. We said we want to do this in 2 years. It's 4 months now. Are we achieving this? What else do we need to improve? What can we do better? Okay? It's 4 months, and we said we want to do this in 2 years. 2 years is 24 months. So, which means we've got 20 more months to go. What can we do better in 20 more months, okay? And then we go another 4 months, and then it's 16 months to go, and then we check again, okay? So, time bound, it's good when we put a time, and then it helps us to deliver our goals better. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've just talked to you on how to set SMART objectives, whether you are a student or whether you are a business. Thank you very much. You can rewind any part of that video again to listen and enjoy or practically try to set SMART objectives, SMART plans, and SMART goals for yourself. As you know, we always like to get feedback at iDPS. Please send us an email at info@idpsconsults.com, or you can go to our website www.idpsconsults.com, and you can contact us. We like to hear from you. We love to serve you better. Thank you very much. As you know, I will not go until I talk about my passion, and my passion is that Africa must develop. Therefore, I say, are you an African anywhere in the world? Keep doing something to promote the unity of the African continent, and keep doing everything to make sure that Africa must develop. Yes, Africa must develop. That's where it ends today. So in English language, I like to say thank you very much. In Dutch language, I like to say thank you well. Yoruba language from Nigeria, West Africa, I like to say eshew. Bye.